What do you think accounts for the overall breakdown in groups? I mean, like in 2014, you don't see as many R&B groups. You don't even see as many hip hop groups. You know, what do you think accounts for like the lack of groups in today's music?
Well, the industry has changed a lot, and when you start looking at the record sales and what takes place, imagine when you got just one person when you're dealing with trying to battle in this game. And I think it's economically too. I just think it's tough to have, for groups coming together now, knowing that, it's tough to sell records. I think it's a mix of a lot of things.
And that's what I'm saying, the me generation. It's not about we anymore. It's like, I'm gonna do me, I'm gonna get mine, I'm gonna this, so that individual thinking is kind of what people are spawning from when they get into the game or anything these days. It's like they're coming from a perspective of just myself doing that, not a group.
Like I'm a brand.
I'm gonna make it. I'm just me. It's about me. I'm gonna me. I ain't, that whole slang. I think that's messed a lot of stuff up.
Interesting. In terms of the choreography, that y'all did back in the day, the 80s, like who soaked it up the fastest and who had the most trouble?
Me and Ron probably was the quickest. I said that off the top. Ron was, he was a genius for just picking up routines. I think he's the best. I think I watched him and wanted to be closer to how fast he picks them up.
Really?
You might want to hand down here while he's saying that, you know what I'm saying?
but I was the best dancer.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Freestyle.
Ron
Freestyle dancer.
Okay.
Bobby was the best dancer. He's not the best dancer anymore. He was the best freestyle dancer, and we've all kind of caught up to him in terms of that. But Ron was the one who picks up the choreography fastest. I think I've caught up to him now. I think I've caught up to him now.
Yeah, that's right.
So you're learning what happens to groups. This is my personal opinion. You got back to your third
Well, getting back to like modern R&B and what's going on now on the radio, etc. Like, what do you think is missing from modern R&B?
We're at that age now where when we came out, people thought our music was trash. Why y'all listen to that book? That ain't real music. And now that we've gotten older, as artists, you have to understand the music business changes so much that, you know what I mean? Even the R&B artists like Chris Brown and Trey Songz, they making records with Lil Wayne in them. So that their version of R&B is a part of the culture of today.
We might even be partly responsible for some of the transition into where music is today, because when you got joints like it's my prerogative, you know what I'm saying, I can do what I want to do, and then you have Poison where you talk about, almost like the low fro, and then progressively, like, oh, you talking about that right now?
Hold on, that's a hip hop classic. Just stay over there for a little while.
Right.
You can't trust a big
back to Ron.
Right. Yeah, but
music can't trust a big button to slap.
Music got this. We can talk about this.
You can't trust one.
What's your favorite new edition album? Did you notice that Heartbreak sort of expanded your base to like include maybe more men?
The Heartbreak album grew to be my favorite album.
Yeah.
But at the time when we were recording it, I loved it.
Okay.
I thought it was innovative, it was new music, it was new energy for me.
Right.
But when it came out, I have to be honest about this, when Bobby came out with the Don't Be Crew album at the same time.
Right. Yeah.
And I was a little jealous, because I was thinking when his album was out, it was a little edgier, but it was still R&B, and the guy was just emerging into this whole like R&B street, with an edge to it. And I was just like, man, I want to do that.
What did you guys think of the scene in Best Man Holiday when they broke it down?
Love that, man. Love that.
Surprise, like,
we knew it was coming. There was so much commercials about it. We were surprised. When we started seeing commercials, we were surprised. But that whole imagery, watching, I think what got me was to able to see that imagery on stage was the first time I was able to see our imagery away from myself.
Okay.
And what it was giving the ladies in the room and in the movie theater. And I was like, okay, that's what we giving them? That's what I was able to see. I never really could see the Candy. I mean, I saw the Candy Stand Ring video. I felt what we were doing when we were doing it. But the impact and how it really hits a room, that look with the hats on and the black and the way, when I saw them do that, I was like, wow, that's how we look.
On the way here, I sat on the train coming to work, and a woman got on after me, and she had like a t-shirt, 30th anniversary New Edition tour, and I was like, wow, she would sit right next to me on my way.
Wow.
That's hot. Well, you know, I would like the new tour, what makes it different from the other ones, which I guess is important to talk about, so we can get people stimulated to come see this one versus the others, was that Brooke Crane put it together in a way where kind of chronological, it takes the career in a chronological order.
All right.
So you kind of see the different combinations when we all started, Candy Girl days,
Yeah.
from when Bobby first left maybe, when Johnny first came in, to when we started doing our individual stuff. It kind of tells the story in front of you musically and visually of New Edition. So this is the first time we really organized it that way to do that. Same songs, we can't do but two, can't switch it up but so much. It's all the same hits and stuff, but we can arrange it and do little special things like that. Add songs nobody's ever heard us do a concert or not, haven't done in a long time, those kind of things, different melodies and things like that. We've added to the show to make it different this time. If a fan's been coming year after year to see the show, they would recognize as, wow, I like how they organized the joints, the way how they sit right now. It's telling the story. I think that's a good thing to come witness.
Right.